Hey folks, Randy Coleman Goofball here. I haven't been posting any videos lately. I thought I'd do this one though. My neighbor showed up Saturday. I was trying to get a bunch of things done here, and he showed up coming back in this all the way down my alley, backed his camper down here. Somebody messed up. They were installing this tongue jack, and for some reason it bolted into the top, but underneath here you notice there's no gusset that runs across the bottom anymore. You could see where I've been grinding on there. I hope you could see that. There used to be a gusset plate that ran across there. Well, the deal is that this tongue jack went down and it was a little wider and it wouldn't fit through the hole down below. All they needed to do was grind a little metal out of it, and for some reason they torched the whole gusset out. Well, I've got it straightened back up. This leg had the foot on it. It was sitting a little low, and he pulled forward and it caught on something, and this whole piece in here just buckled up because the leg bent this way. It bent out like this, and because there was no gusset there to hold it. So I got everything cleaned up. I got it pounded back down, leveled up, and of course you see my fancy workbench I got out here, because there's no way this thing's fitting in any of my garages. I just got plain old garages. There's my mess right there. All my tools, my mower, that needs to be cleaned up again. But here's my fancy little workshop carport that needs to be cleaned out because I've been down in the back again. But what I did is I found a piece of metal here that I'm cutting an angle on both sides. That's going to be my gusset. And the nice thing about it, if I can get it out of there, yeah, figures. Let's go down here, pick her up. The nice thing about it is when I get it in there, it'll sit across the bottom like this and be welded up on each side, and those two holes in the center I'll be able to use to reattach his safety chains. So that's my plan. I just need to finish this project up so I can get on to my 200 other projects. I've got solar panels that were homemade, that he sold to me, but there's no diode in them, so I gotta order some diodes and get them hooked up, because they're just sitting here, right here. They're not making me any power, and that always bothers me. You guys know I'm into the solar and the wind. There's the wind saw I bought. I got that off of I actually ordered that off Amazon. I got to tell you, what an investment. I love this thing. It's a 4x6 inches throat. The thing is just amazing. I love it. It's perfect for what I need to do. I don't use it that often, but the only thing I would complain about at all on this saw, the saw and the base, the saw itself is great. The base is way too tinny. The wheels catch on everything. So Daddy Randy's going to be reinforcing this, and he's going to be putting larger pneumatic wheels on the back and moving the axle up, so that when you pick it up, he'll move it up a little bit, but when you pick it up, you got to pick it up a long ways to get those wheels to start working. So we're going to fix that. You know, little tune-ups, you save a little money. The saw itself, I recommend it. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. It's worked out beautiful. So I used it to cut one angle, but I got to the point where I got tired of farting around trying to get that metal into the other angle, so I'm just using a 4-inch cutoff wheel and a high speed. We'll do that. But when I get that done, it was funny because Saturday I had tons of stuff to do, and didn't get any of my stuff done. I did take in a NASCAR race on Saturday, and I managed to sit through all but maybe 50, 60 laps. It wasn't bad. And then another friend of ours, their daughter, bought her first car, 94 Cavalier. Bought it from a salvage yard. And it runs good. The engine sounds okay. But they said it had a squeak and needed a belt replaced. They brought it over. And when I moved the tensioner to remove the belt, the tensioner didn't come back. It's shot. And then the bearing and the pulley shot too, but can't get the parts till Tuesday in here in beautiful Clay Center, America. So we're waiting on that. That's another project. Get that out of the yard. And back to this. Had some issues welding this thing up. And I don't know, I had the metal clean, or I thought I had it clean, or if I was having problems with my welder, but take a look at that bird doo-doo. So I'm grinding it back out, and I want to try it again, because that is just doo-doo. And I ain't leaving it like that. So this one, I want to clean that up, maybe run a couple more passes on it. Getting down inside was just a total pain. I did manage to get some weld in there, But I thought about, I actually thought about getting in there and drilling or punching a hole with my plasma cutter and putting some grade 8 bolts through there. So if anybody knows if that's a good or bad idea, let me know what they think. And then I've got a little bit of welding here. I'm gonna finish grinding that up, and then I wouldn't mind a comment if anybody thinks I should grind them welds down, because this is a bumper made by my son in high school quite a few years ago, and I just had to finish it up. You know, he had the basic shell of it out of this deck plating, and he did all this welding himself. And for a high school student, I think he did just fine. But I was wondering if anybody had an opinion. Should I just wire everything, get all the dingleberries off of it, and paint it like this? Or should I grind all the welds down? And here's my next thing I needed to tell you guys about. I ordered some POR 15, POR 15. You guys probably heard of it. Some people have, some people haven't. And this right here is how it came from Amazon. Now I want you guys to look at this. This box was busted open right in the center there. You can see where it's humped up. The only packaging they did for this can, look at this. Look at this. The can busted open. They had it in a plastic bag. No bubble wrap. Not even pop packaging, performance-oriented packaging. Just a cheap little Amazon box that they would send you clothes or something in. And so I sent them, I contacted them. Now they refunded my money. It was a little over $150. And then they said you get $15 off automatically for your next order, no matter what it is. And if I wanted to reorder this, they would do the expedited shipping for free and send me another can. And then they asked me, and I haven't answered yet because I'm still thinking about it, is that going to solve the problem? They also said that I put in there, I was very descriptive, I wasn't just mean, about performance-oriented packaging and how it should have been packaged. And we've had problems with Amazon before with packaging, and had stuff come in that you just look at the box, you're like, how in the world is the stuff inside there not broken? And we've had some stuff that's been damaged, but we've dealt with it. This time I wasn't going to take it. So, because this is $150 gallon, because that's what I'm going to use to coat the inside of the bumper, and then I'm going to top coat it. So I kind of needed it, and now the can's leaked and the product inside is already getting hard. So it's no good. So I haven't answered them because I found it cheaper, $37 cheaper on eBay, but I haven't ordered it yet because I'm kind of broke. So, and I don't want to just take that $150 they refunded me and send it to eBay right away. I think I might wait till I get paid again. But it kind of bothered me, and I thought they asked question was at the end, did this solve your problem? If yes, click this link. And I haven't clicked yes or no. I haven't decided yet. What do you guys think? You guys can leave me a comment, but has anybody else dealt with a problem like this from Amazon? Hey, I love the fact that you can find about anything you want on there, but I don't like the fact that their shipping, their packaging and shipping is some of the crappiest I've ever seen. And I just don't get it. I don't get what's wrong with them. They're not solving the problem by giving me the money back. I'm talking about the problem overall, the systemic problem of poor packaging. When it comes to materials like this should have been encased in bubble wrap and then in a box that was packaged with actual peanuts or something, a bigger box, and then pop packaging, a stiff cardboard box. So I don't know why they didn't do that. But if you have any comments for me, I'd appreciate it. And I appreciate anybody watching my channel. I don't do much, I don't get out much, but I like to keep people in the loop of my friends and stuff of what I'm doing. I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Twitter, but I am on YouTube. And there's my plasma cutter. I got it out, was going to use it, and thought, nah, this is a quick job. I'll just cut it with a wheel. So, anyhow, there's Big Ugly sitting there. Got to do some work to her too. She's running, but there's a few things I can do to improve. And if you happen to have Ford Power Strokes, I did find a channel and a website you can go to, and he's got free videos on how-tos on everything on these Power Strokes, 6.4s, 7.3s, you name it. And it's called powerstrokehelp.com. It's all together. Go to that site because the guy knows what he's talking about. I can tell he knows what he's talking about. He's a mechanic. They got a shop. He's been doing this for years. My problem is he's clear down in Georgia, and I am up in Kansas, so there's not a lot I can do about it to go see him. I just got to watch his videos. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and we'll see you soon. Once this is done, I'll pop up another video on the tongue here, and you guys can see the finished product. Later.